Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Captainrex717 here with my entry into 501st LEGO Troopers contest. And yeah, it's been a week or two since I uploaded my Droid army, so I wanted to upload this soon after so I could start working on some new mocks for you. So, because everyone loves mocks right here. All 131 people who are subscribed to me. Yeah! Yeah, let's get into it. Here we have, this is, probably the droid attack on the clone base at Dantooine. It's meant to be obviously a military facility, kind of like basically a staging area, almost like a forward outpost for the main command center, And we have the main structure in the middle, just your standard square, well, kind of not square, rectangular structure that of course extends off into the background. Because of course, I don't have enough pieces to make a whole giant base right here. And as you can see, I made it to the mini scale. I wanted to do something unique that likely not many people would or have ever done. So every individual minifigure scales down to about the size of one of those little bricks. See, the Super Battle Droids, Clone Troopers, etc. They'll scale down to about the size of a brick. And then the vehicles, I tried to make them as accurately sized as possible. It was a bit hard making some of the mini vehicles, like the ATAPs and the Vulture Droids, because I couldn't find a really good design for them that would make them size comparable to each other. Like the Vulture Droids are a bit too big, and the AATs maybe a bit too small. But, that's what you get when you build mini vehicles. You can't make them size comparable as easily. But let's get into the mock other than that. As you see, the droids, are just basically they're marching along the forward front to the clone base. As right here, you guys see we got a little landing platform. I had to push that guy down. I've had to use a lot of glue dots in this mock to hold like bullets and lasers and minifigures down so they wouldn't slide all over the place. So as you can see, we have a little landing platform for our gunship. Oops, see, this is not supposed to be tilted up there. Yeah, see, we have a little, looks like a little radio tower slash, transmitter right here. The platform for the gunship. The little clone trooper walking up there. We have a little door that goes inside of the base. The standard lights right over here. I just pretty much used, just used yellow studs as about the most accurate representation of light that I could. I was going to get some light bricks at the 2015 Brick Fair, but I'd already, of course, I'd already bought a bunch of Clone Troopers pieces and sets, so you could say that couldn't fit in my little limit that I had for myself. Because of course, you've got to restrain yourself. Summer, you won't be able to buy any video games or nothing. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, we have on the other side a platform that includes the AV cannon, like radio towers, exhaust ports, fuel cells, things like that. So yeah, I built this cool little formation here at the side of the base. Yet again, another light platform to basically light fixture to just shine light over here, And in front we have the big doorway, basically, so most vehicles and clones can walk or drive through. And I'll turn it around to the side so you can get a side view of the base. You can see on the front lines out here we have automated turrets that can swivel like this and move up and down. Just standard base defense turrets with clone troopers, with like a couple clone troopers manning the turrets, a couple clone troopers out on the field. We have a crashed Z95 here. This is probably the best mini representation of the Z95 I could make. I wanted to include some of the ARC 170s, the mini ones of those, but those were just too big. They were bigger than any mini vehicle I had. And see, we have another Z95 Headhunter that is firing on enemy opposition. See, one side is firing the Vulture Droid, and one side a bullet has already been launched at the Octopatar Droid. I would say this Octopatar Droid is probably a bit too big, but this is the best I could scale it without having to order lots of small pieces, because right now I'm on a budget. Can't order too many pieces, I just got a big load from Pick-a-Brick, like a week ago after I got back from Nashville and uploaded my Droid army. So yeah, we also have several AATs. This one is in the process of firing at the landing platform. As you see, I had to use several glue dots to stick that stuff together because it kept falling down. That stuff's just annoying. And then as you see, we have several Vulture Droids flying or walking in on the clone's position. And we see the Juggernaut just rolling through, being all boss, crunching and shooting everything that's in his way. Well, looks like he's about to get shot, but, hey, to each his own. He's going to bust up some droid crap, alright? Yeah. Then above the Juggernaut, we have the Droid HMP Air Wing landing platform, or more simply called the Droid Gunship. And this mini one I'm going to show you is pretty cool. I used one of these little pieces that are commonly used in the mini AATs, not this size of mini, but the more largely mini sized. And the head was the tricky part because I couldn't get it to be that short, but I ended up I couldn't make it too round. But I ended up managing to make it make it able to be actually pretty good in size comparable. And as you see, we had the two little guns on the side, and then the missile loads on the bottom, made with two binocular pieces. And then over here we have the ATAP Walker. Unfortunately, due to the size of it and due to the small nature of all these, I could not make a third leg. So this one is going to just be walking around on two legs. I couldn't make the third leg just folded up because I had to actually cut several pieces for this to make the actual leg, to make the actual legs, so they wouldn't extend too long. But yeah, as you can see, this ATAP is firing on the Vulture droid that is walking through to the clone base. It got past the Z-95, and as you can see over here, we have several squadrons of super battle droids. Each squadrons of 4, represented by dark gray studs. I would try to do battle droids that way, but of course, they are due to the fact that they are often tan colored. They would both blend in with the background and also be not nearly as numerous due to the fact that I have little of those pieces, the tan studs. I wish I had more, but I don't. That's what I said on my budget. As you can see, the inside of the base, we have got, it's kind of cargo section. There's some crates, solid walls, more light fixtures inside with clone troopers walking around. You see, I would think that the base would, I designed to set the base, if it was to open up, would open up this way into big hangar sections and vehicle storage sections. Because of course you don't want to store your vehicles right inside the door, do you? They're going to get shot as soon as someone walks in, so, as you see, these clone troopers are just moving like, standard crates of cargo, like blasters and grenades, stuff like that, But yeah, let's look to the top of the base. We have central, communication devices, almost like turbines, communication devices, antennas, the standard stuff. We also have basically like shield generators, I've said communication devices twice already, so satellite arrays. I'm not going to say communication devices again. But yeah, just basically littered with all sorts of technology and all that mumbo jumbo, whatever these kids are doing these days. I was kidding. With a primary gun turret on top. Pretty simple design. It shoots, as you can tell, green colored lasers, because of course they're green and blue. Wanted to add some variety. And it's shooting in the arc over the clone turbo tank and then at the droid opposition. So yeah, that is pretty much it. I wanted to say a thank you for 501stLegoTrooper for accepting me into this contest, and of course, I hope I win because I'm doesn't everybody. And I was going to make this into a slideshow, but as I have already stated previously, my computer is rejecting every program that I try to install on it that would allow me to make slideshows because I cannot make them on the default versions of my computer, So I can either only film them with my phone or my camera, which obviously reduces the quality slightly, makes it a bit more and makes it much more shaky, But hey, at least it gets done, right? At least I'm not filming with my mom's phone anymore, like I was back in good old 2011. But yeah, so this has been Captainrex717. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. So I'll see you then.